Good morning, children. Welcome back to English online class. In the last class, I taught you about the articles, right? We have completed the article chapter, right? Today, we are going to read about the nouns. Nouns. I have taught you in the bridge course also. When I was teaching you the bridge course, I taught you the nouns, and in that there are 5 kinds of nouns. I have taught you about proper noun and common noun. Rest of the other nouns I didn't teach you. Today I am going to teach you all the things. Okay, children? Today we'll continue our class. I hope you all are safe and fine. You are writing your classworks, you're completing your classworks. Write neatly, children. Write neatly. Take your time. See, we are not the video will not run, or we are not telling you to run. Okay, write slowly, neatly. Okay, if you can't see the notes which we have sent in the PDF form, please zoom the display, then you can see the notes properly. Okay, write neatly. Okay, don't use red gel pen. I'm telling you, in each class, don't use red gel pen. Some students have used red gel pen to write the classwork questions, Don't copy what we have sent. You should use the blue gel pen. You should use the blue gel pen. Don't use red gel pen. Copy the notes neatly, very neatly. Okay. Read for the test. Okay, we'll start our class. Today we are going to read about the nouns. Today we are going to learn about the nouns. I taught you in the bridge course class when I was teaching you the bridge course. Today, once again, I'll revise those all things. Okay, some students have missed those classes, right? So I'll revise once more. Okay, nouns. What is nouns? Nouns are words that name people, place, animals, or things. That nouns is a name of a person, place, name of a person, place, animals, or things. People, person, same. People, places, or animals, or things, which tells you about people, places, animals, or things. Okay, there are five kinds of nouns. I'm just revising. I taught you in the bridge course. Okay, there are 5 kinds of nouns. They are proper noun. I taught you about this. Proper noun, common noun, material noun, collective nouns, and abstract noun. There are 5 kinds of nouns. One is proper noun, second one is common noun, third one is material noun, and the fourth one is collective noun, and fifth one is abstract noun. What is proper noun? What is proper noun? We'll learn about that now. Proper noun, a noun which tells you about a special name or a particular person, animal, place, or thing is called proper noun. It tells you the special name. Here, it's a noun. It doesn't. They are not telling you to use special name of a people, place, animal, or things. It's just a noun. There are 5 kinds of noun. In noun only there are 5 kinds. The first one is proper noun, and second one is common noun, third one is material noun, and fourth one is collective noun, and fifth one is abstract noun. And we are learning about proper noun, a noun which tells you about a special name. See, I'm stressing that word very clearly. Special name or a particular person, animal, particularly some animals, particularly some place, particular special name or a particular word. See, special name or particular animal name, particular place or particular things are called or called proper noun, or called proper nouns. A proper noun always begins with the capital letter. A proper noun always begins with the capital letter. Example, I've given you the examples also. Example, the words Silong, Yamuna, and July are proper nouns. Not only this, there are different words. This is just an example. Okay, this is just an example. For Diwali, we'll use this as proper noun. Diwali, special, particular name. Diwali, Delhi. I hope you have understood this proper noun. Now we'll move to the common noun. What is common noun? What is common noun? A noun that gives a common name to person, animals, place, or things which are of the same kind is called common noun. Is called common noun. A noun that gives a common name. Common name. In proper noun, it's a special name or particular name. Particular name. In the common noun, they are using common name to a person, animals, place, or things which are of the same kind. See, for example, I'll give you one example. There are two types of bears, isn't it? One is polar bear, one is brown color. You will be calling as bear, right? There are two types, but those are having two types, right? That is what they are telling. Same kind. It look like same, but color changes, isn't it? The same kind is called common nouns. It's called common nouns. Example, I'm going to write here. Common noun example, okay? Example, the words boy, city, river, month are common nouns. Boy. There are different means many boys will be there. Instead of calling their particular names, boys. We'll call them as boys, right? City, many city. Instead of telling the Bangalore, particular places, particular city name, we'll tell just as city. Okay. River, there are different rivers, right? Month. January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Instead of telling January, particularly mentioning the month are common nouns. These all are having common name. Common nouns. For example, I'll give one more example. No, we'll go for the next one. Okay. We'll go for the next one. Which is the next one? Collect the material noun. What do you mean by a material noun? Material noun. I hope you have understood very clearly the common noun. Okay. Now we'll move to the material noun. They refer to materials. Which are the materials? Materials or substance or substances. Substances from which from which things are made up of. Things are made. Things are made. They refer to, what do you mean by the material noun? They refer to a materials or substances from which things are made. For example, cotton, silk, gold, silver, steel, plastic, or plastic, cement. The cloth is made up of cotton. With the cotton they'll use to make a cloth, right? Silk. What is the use of silk? They'll weave silk sarees, right? Silk. Gold, they make ornaments, isn't it? Ornaments. Silver, they also make some jewelries, ornaments, right? Silver and gold. Steel, we'll be using steel plates, right? In the house, steel, it's a material. Plastic, it is also material. Cement, it's also material. These all, they refer to a material or substances from which things are made. Cotton, silk, example I've given. Cotton, silk, gold, silver, steel, plastic, cement. These are the materials. Okay, I hope you have understood. We'll move to the next topic. Next one. Don't write this, children, in their classwork. Just explaining. This is an English grammar class. Okay, don't write this in your classwork books. Okay, next we'll move to the collective noun. What is collective noun? They are nouns that refer to a group of something spoken of as a whole. Collective nouns are used to refer to a group of people, animals or things. What is collective noun? They are nouns that refer to a group of something spoken of as a whole. Collective nouns are used to refer to a group of people, animals or things. Collective nouns are used to refer to a group of people, animals or things. Example. If I give the example, you will understand clearly, children. Example A. A team of players A bunch of keys. Bunch of keys. A team of players. A bunch of keys. A flock of sheep. A flock of sheep. A colony of ants. Ants, many ants together. Group of a team of players, a bunch of keys, a flock of sheep, many ships together. We realize a flock of ships, a colony of ants. Sorry, colony of ants. They are nouns that refer to a group of something spoken of as a whole. We'll tell now there are many people gathered in the market. A bunch of keys. You'll be having bunch of keys, all the keys together. Bunch of keys. A flock of sheep, many ships together. We call it as a flock of ships. A colony of ants, many ants together. These are the collective nouns. We call them as collective nouns. They are nouns that refer to a group of something spoken of as a whole. Collective nouns are used to refer to a group of people, animals, or things. I hope you have understood the collective nouns, which we called as collective nouns. Next, we'll go for the abstract nouns. What is abstract nouns? In the previous class, you means in last year, 5th or 4th standard, you will be learning these all things. From the 1st standard, you will be learning about the nouns, right? The teachers have taught you what is noun, what is proper noun, what is common noun, what is collective noun, what is material noun, what is abstract noun. They will be teaching you, right? I hope you all have learned very well last year, right? Today, again, we'll revise what is abstract noun. What is abstract noun? They are the nouns that refer to concepts like freedom, love, power, knowledge, etc. They are the nouns that refer to a concepts like freedom, love, power, knowledge, etc. What is abstract noun? Abstract noun, they are nouns that refer to a concepts like freedom, love, power, knowledge, etc. What do you mean by this? What do you mean by this? I'll tell you what is this. Feelings such as happiness. You'll be very happy, right? Happiness. Angry with your friends or your sister or brother. Sorrow and joy. and joy. Feelings such as happiness, anger, sorrow, and joy. Very happy. I'll give you one example for this. Okay. Qualities such as intelligence, honesty, courage, and confidence. Quality such as intelligence, honesty, courage, and confidence. Ideas and thoughts such as freedom and friendship. I told you here, freedom and friendship. Stages of life such as childhood, adulthood, and motherhood. Names of subjects like math, science, music, arts, and names of games such as football and cricket. These are the abstract nouns. These are the abstract nouns. These are the abstract nouns. I hope you have understood this. They are nouns that refer to concepts like freedom, love, power, knowledge, etc. Feelings such as happiness, anger, sorrow, and joy. Next, we'll move to the countable and uncountable nouns. Countable and uncountable nouns. Countable and uncountable nouns. Countable and uncountable nouns. What is countable nouns? Countable nouns can be counted in numbers as 1, 2, 3, like this. We use a or an. With singular countable nouns. The words lots of, plenty of, some, many, are a few are used with the plural countable nouns. What is singular and plural in countable and uncountable nouns? We'll just see. Okay. Countable nouns. I'll erase this side, children. Don't copy this in your classwork. Countable nouns can be counted in numbers as 1, 2, 3. We use a or an with singular countable nouns. For example, we use a or an with singular countable nouns. The words, see, lots of, plenty of, some, many, or a few are used are used with plural. Plural countable nouns. Example, we use a or an. See, I've underlined. We use a or an with singular countable nouns. We use the words lots of, plenty of, some, many, or a few are used with plural countable nouns. For example, a potato. A potato. See here, they have mentioned a. An egg. An egg. If we had for this some, many, or a few. A few potato. A few potato. For this, if we had for egg, some eggs, many eggs, a few eggs. This is a plural singular where we'll use a or an. A or an in countable nouns. In countable nouns, in singular countable nouns, we'll use a or an. In plural countable nouns, we use some, many, few, some, many, few. Means many or plenty, lots of also you can use. Okay. If it is, then countable nouns can be counted in numbers as 1, 2, 3. We use a or an with singular countable nouns. The words lots of, plenty of, some, many, or a few are used with plural countable nouns. I've shown you where you have to use a or where you have to use an, when you have to use. When you are writing singular countable nouns, you have to use a if it is required, or an. When you are writing plural countable nouns, you are going to use these words: some, many, a few, lots of, plenty of. This type of words you are going to use in plural countable nouns to show it's more. It's more. Okay. You have learned in the in first standard and second standard what is singular, what is plural, right? You'll be knowing. There is no need to explain once more. You want me to explain what is singular and what is plural? Singular is a. For example, a potato, an egg, a fish, a fish, can, and a, once again, and book. Milk, a milk. Give me a milk, right? Give me a milk. Hope you have understood. We'll go to the uncountable nouns. What is uncountable nouns? What is uncountable nouns? Countable nouns we can count either in liters or in things like potato, tomato, or any vegetables, any books, isn't it? This is uncountable, means which we can't count, which we can't count. Uncountable nouns cannot be counted. Uncountable nouns as I said you, which we can't count. Uncountable nouns cannot be counted. Cannot be counted. Counted in numbers. In numbers. Countable nouns we can count in numbers, right? This uncountable nouns we cannot count in numbers because they cannot be treated. They cannot be treated as separate objects. Separate objects. This means you cannot make them singular or plural. Countable noun you can make singular and plural. This cannot be make. Uncountable nouns we cannot make singular and or plural. Uncountable nouns cannot be counted in numbers. Cannot be counted in numbers because they cannot be treated as separate objects. They cannot be treated as separate objects. Means like this: a potato, you can't an egg, you can't separate that. Not this and as separate objects. This means you cannot make them singular or plural. This means you cannot make them singular or plural. In uncountable nouns, we cannot make singular or plurals. Keep in mind, children, don't forget. And the most, in this, one more point, most uncountable nouns are singular, some are plural. Most uncountable nouns are singular, some are plural. Some are plural. What do you mean by this? In this, they are telling this means you cannot make them singular or plural. Most uncountable nouns are singular, some are plural. I'll tell you, okay? Do you know why I'm writing on the board, children? All the things which is there in the textbook. Some students have not taken the book still, but they are giving the, they have to learn, right? They have to learn. Without textbook also they have to learn. So I'm writing all the things on the board, okay? Please don't write this and all things in the classwork or in the homework. Just I'm explaining, okay? Next, we cannot change them to plural form. Example, I'm going to write here. At the last topic, we'll finish off, children. We cannot change, one more point in this, we cannot change them to plural forms by adding yes. By adding yes. Most of them remains singular. We cannot change them to plural forms by adding yes. We can't change them. I'll give one example for this also. Example, advice. Advice cannot become advisors, right? Advises. Information, one more example in this. Information cannot become informations. See, they're telling you we cannot change them to plural forms by adding yes. Most of them remains singular. See, advises, we cannot make advisors. Information cannot become as informations, right? The same way, one more. Some uncountable nouns are plural. But they cannot be changed. They cannot be changed to singular nouns, singular form. Some uncountable nouns are plural, but they cannot be changed to singular forms. Example, I'm going to erase here. Example, scissors, not scissor. We can't change it as scissor. It's scissors. Pants, not pant. Pant means breathing heavily. Pants means it's a wearing cloth. Pant means it's a breathing heavily. We add the words some, a lot of, lots of, plenty of, a little before uncountable nouns. What will add? We'll add some, a lot of, lots of, plenty, of, a little. We can add this to an uncountable nouns, before uncountable nouns. We can also add words like a piece of, a glass of. We can also add as a piece of, a glass of, a cup of, a pair of, etc. to some uncountable nouns. The articles a and cannot be used before uncountable nouns. Which are then articles? I taught you in the last class when I was teaching you articles, right? A and the are articles, right? In uncountable nouns, we cannot add, we cannot use before uncountable nouns, we cannot add articles. Okay? Okay? Okay, children, we have completed this nouns explanation. I'll be giving, in the next class, I'll be giving all the exercises, answers, okay? We have completed the nouns. Next, in the next class, I'm giving you the exercise parts. After completing the exercise parts, we are going to the next topic, okay? Thank you, children.